Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, 2026, and today's construction is by Ryan Patrick Smith, who I think has contributed a small number of puzzles, or maybe a large number of puzzles to the New York Times. I certainly recognize the name. And it's a Tuesday, so we'll expect an early week, hopefully not too difficult theme with a hopefully relatively easy fill. And let's get right into it for today's puzzle for Tuesday, March 31st, a puzzle by Ryan Patrick Smith. Let's get solving. The planet's composer, Gustav Holst. About 746 of these equal 1 horsepower. Is this watts, maybe? Units of energy? I'm not totally sure, but it seems to fit. Colorado Plateau people. Are these the Ute? Sign in a TV studio. On air, possibly. Kirin competitor. Kirin is a Japanese rice wine or something? Could be Asahi. I'm not totally sure, which is a Japanese beer. Something entered into an ATM is your PIN, your personal identification number. 2003 crime drama adapted from a Dennis Lehane novel. I don't know at all. Let's check downs. E.T. phone home is the phrase from the movie. Banded mineral seen at many a street fair. I think we want an onyx here. Produce coherent light is to laze. I think something that is a laser. Lasers. Coherent light. I think that's what we want. Piece of equipment for a winter Paralympian. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe a sit ski or something like that. A muscle strengthened by dips familiarly. Your triceps, maybe? List in Ariana Grande's Thank You Next. A list of X's. A swimmer in a Japanese garden is a koi. So this does look like a sit ski. Mystic something? Ending with kitchen or earthen. Kitchenware, earthenware. Dream on, as if, you might say, condescendingly. Establishment where a D&D party might refuel and pick up new leads. A tavern, typically. What 2020 was a year of in the Chinese zodiac? 2020. Year of the rat? Is that what we want? Direct to defer to. It looks like it. Mystic River. Aaron Burr, sir, is a Hamilton number from the musical Hamilton. Ukrainian... Oh, to refer, not defer. Yeah. Ukrainian peninsula seized by Russia in 2014 is Crimea, the Crimean Peninsula. Anxious condition in brief. I guess they want OCD here. Admissions overseer, maybe, the dean of a school. Longboat propeller is an oar. Typeface, that sounds like the name of a Disney princess. Ariel, spelt differently. Ariel with an E for the Disney princess. International Longshoremen's Association, for example. A union, I guess. Fled the scene, ran away. Rural turn down, I don't know what that is. Na or something like that. It's certainly going to start with an N. Maybe ran away. Antagonist, an enemy. Headwear for Wonder Woman, a tiara. Blank bow, exercise regimen popularized via VHS types. I didn't know that. Tie bow is what it is. Middle of the bell curve result. Middle of the bell curve result. Oh, a norm. The norm in a bell curve distribution. Billy Joel title character who's been living in her white bread world is the Uptown Girl. Water nymph of Greek myth. Water nymph. Water nymph. What do we want here? I don't know. Six Flag location. That was the first amusement park to offer 20 roller coasters. Something mountain, it looks like. Oh, a naiad is the water nymph. Stake is a wager, so this rural turn down is a rural, it's a way of saying no, is gnaw. Blank wolf, a dire wolf, extinct canine once prevalent across North America, subject of much speculation about cloning or de-extinction or whatever it is. Lake separating Ohio from Ontario is Lake Erie. Crater's edge is the crater's rim. Rapper blank ma. I actually don't know this. Surprise, surprise. Inside Amy Schumer, a sketch comedy series featuring the actress and comedian. Sign of Things to Come is an omen. Embankments protecting New Orleans are levees, dams. One who's constantly telling you to do this and do that is a nag, perhaps. Mediator between the id and the ideal in Freudian psychology is the ego. Bound along clumsily, not sure. So this looks like an uncanny valley, doesn't it? Concept explaining why certain humanoid robots look so unsettling. Uncanny valley. And so this is Remima, I guess. Let's go here, maybe. Biology or chemistry are both subjects in the area of sciences, SCI. Panasonic acquisition of 2009. I only know this because it came up in the grid a few days ago, maybe within the past week. Sanyo. The 1 in a 9-1 record is a loss. 9 wins and 1 loss. Soda fountain order could be a malt. Magic Mountain, this looks like it might be. Potatoes in Indian cuisine are called aloo. Chicken a la king is a dish. Attire in the old Roman Senate, togas. Vehicle with low fuel efficiency in slang, a gas guzzler. Again, a few Zs here. Cloudy craft beer, hazy IPA. Malarkey could be hooey or something like that. Pasta that resembles rice is orzo, which I learned from another crossword puzzle a few days ago as the Italian word for barley, I guess because the pasta is shaped like barley grains. Venue for a boss fight, arena probably. Keenan's bestie on a 1990s sitcom. It looks like Mel, but I'm not sure. French 101 article, une, maybe? Damage. To damage something is to mar. Oh, Kel and Keenan. I don't really know what this is. What sitcom this is. I'll have to look that up. But hokum is malarkey. Hokum is a word for sort of BS, you know. Horrify, to appall. Knuckle cracking or clipping nails in public to some are what? A peeve, pet peeve. Yeah. 2010's dance fad with a reduplicative name is the nene. French 101 verb, another French 101. Oh no, the other one was an article. This is a verb. We want probably être, I imagine, although not a regular verb. Something to raise in a crisis is an alarm. Censor informally is to bleep, maybe, if you're censoring like a bit of profanity or something. Blank 5, advisors on Queer Eye are called the Fab 5. Extemporize, to fill time, say, is to vamp. Extemporize is another word for sort of improvise, basically. Utopian expanse, a map of which might include 17, 27, and 48 across Mystic River, Magic Mountain, Uncanny Valley, Fantasy World, or Fantasy something, anyway. Decade makeup, abbreviation, years. Decade are made up of a bunch of years, 10, in fact, to be precise. To bound along clumsily, not sure. Like flapjacks and frisbees. Round, I guess? But they're both also like they're disc-shaped, and it's more specific than round. Hawaii's second largest island, I believe, is Maui. First largest is Oahu, or Frank of Diary fame is Anne Frank. Undercover operatives, spies, bookies, determination. A bookie determines the odds. Ha ha ha, LMAO. And I guess this is to lull up. So this is a fantasy land is we want, where the maps are. Okay. Not bad. 8.5 for Tuesday. Let's take a quick look at the theme and just go over that again. Yeah, so Fantasyland, a map of which might include these things. A Mystic River, which is also the name of a crime drama adapted from a Dennis Lehane novel. It might include a Magic Mountain, which is also the name of Six Flags location. And it might include an Uncanny Valley, which is this concept of why there's a sort of a range of robotic humanoid robots that move and behave in ways that sort of look quite unsettling. Sort of not quite robotic, not quite humanoid. And one of the stereotypical examples of that, although not a robot per se, but in computer animation, is the Polar Express, often described as sitting right in that uncanny valley. Otherwise, we have some other fun clues and bits of trivia here. Let's see if I can find some of the better ones. More trivia stuff, I think, than don't see any. I mean, we have the pair of French 101, the article at 66 across and the verb at 57 across. Yeah, I guess more. There's not really a lot of wordplay in here. Well, let's look at some of the fun trivia then, I guess. Yeah, Japanese alcoholic drinks. I think Kirin is a rice wine, and I think Asahi is a beer made partially with rice and wheat. Not rice and wheat, sorry, rice and barley. Yeah, I think so. They're not quite competitors in that same sense, but that's fine. I'd forgotten or didn't know that Taibo was popularized via VHS tapes. That's pretty fun. The dire wolf was in the news briefly and then seems to have gone away. I have to look this one up. Kellen Keenan. It sounds very familiar, but I don't know what sitcom that could possibly. The characters don't ring any bells. This is a little bit odd for both sort of two very similar shapes, disc-like, but I guess they are also round. It's just a much more general answer there than I would have wanted. Sitsuki, I was happy to sort of pull that term. I mean, I don't really follow the Paralympics, but I am aware that they have sort of assistive devices to enable them to accomplish these sporting feats. Naiad is a bit obscure for Greek myth, but I did get it eventually. I don't know Remy Mas. I'll have to look that up as well. And lollop is, I mean, that's, not wordplay, but that's a really obscure word too, from English. So that's good. That's a good puzzle for Tuesday, March 31st, sorry. A puzzle by Ryan Patrick Smith. A good fun theme. Nice, easy fill. So I hope you enjoyed my solve. If you did, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. If there's anything I missed, put it in the comments. I'll put anything I figure out in the video description. And yeah, we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Thanks for joining me. Cheers.